Good evening. I'd like to call the Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission meeting Tuesday, June 14th, 2022 to order at 7:05 PM. Correspondence for review is the, am I looking at the agenda? Yeah. The review of the May 10th, 2022 minutes. Everybody got a copy of that? Do I have a motion?
We'll have one abstention,
Yep.
which does count as a vote, so we will have a quorum for this, so it's a legal vote.
Has everyone had a chance to read those?
I didn't see any corrections. I can make a motion as the minutes are
Thank
as
you, Rick.
they are.
Have a second?
Second.
Jim, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, abstained? One abstention. Wasn't on my agenda, but I missed it.
What?
Introduce the commissioners,
Oh.
starting to my left.
Rick Miagioni?
William Perfetto. Jim Ewan.
Camera Trantalis, Administrative Assistant.
Jack Demerjen, Wetlands Administrator.
It's good you almost forgot your name. And Ronald Rotolo. All right, for applications will be discussed, 7/12/2022, the Wetlands Watercourse Commission for property known as 37 Robinson Boulevard, submitted by Steve Andix, care of Light Sources, Inc., to construct a 22,920 square foot addition on the existing building and to reconfigure of the rear parking lot. Any new business? Don't have any. Old business? None. Enforcement officers report.
Just that, we will obviously have a meeting next month. We have an item for receipt, so everybody plan on having a meeting next month. Other than that, I don't have anything.
Thank you. All right, for discussion, property known as 20 Hedgefield Court, submitted by Marine Pool Renovations LLC to install an in-ground pool in the upland review area.
You can grab the podium.
Well, I'm not sure if I need to explain what is the project, or you will making questions. My name is Richard De Mora, owner of Marine Pool Renovation, located in Derby, Connecticut. And working with the owner in the 20 Hedgefield Court, Ray Ramos, trying to project to install an in-ground pool. Then I know you have some questions about the location of it, and not sure what kind of questions you have. This will be a concrete pool, a granite pool, and I got the plans right here, the drawings of what is. If you want to take a quick peek. This is kind of how we do it. This is the deepest of the pool.
8 foot deep on the deep
Yeah.
end.
That will be the plumbing and the lights.
The
They
pool,
want-
the pool dimension is 45 by 25?
Yeah, they want a big pool. I tried to convince them to make it a little smaller, but they have 8
What?
kids, then they want to have a big pool.
But how are you gonna get in the pool with no sidewalk? You're not doing a sidewalk around it?
I want to, in the beginning, they want to make almost 4,000 square feet of patio, but right now, because of the closing with this, we will be redirected, and will be almost the half of this only, and will be only in the side of the house, between the pool and the house.
Well, why can't you move the pool closer to your right, so you're not 1.5 feet away from the wetlands?
The reason they want is because they will be too close from the property line from the neighbor in the other side, and the location of the actually location of the pool will be kind of weird. But they really want this pool. Then if we have to trick around and move it around, we'll do it. They want to see if you guys could approve it to put it exactly what it is right now, but if that's not possible, they want to have a pool, then, we will be willing to change the
Well, the
location.
thing, what's the elevation of the top of the pool?
The elevation of the pool will be pretty much 2 feet below what is the entry of the house right now. Then they have a pool deck, but we will,
Well, the thing I'm looking at, where it says 1.5 foot away from the corner,
yes,
your elevation of the pool, say it's 9550, and you have 94 there, you got a 1.5 foot drop. I
Exactly.
assume you're gonna put dirt against it, so you have to backfill,
yes.
because you can't backfill 1.5,
course.
it's gotta go 4 or 5
Of
feet.
course,
Right.
yes, of course.
I just think you can move it over to the neighbors, because you see where the dotted line is, you can move it over.
How much do you think we
What
could
is scales, 1 to 20
Sure.
feet?
move? This is the drawing. That's you.
That's
sorry,
me. That's all right, that's all right.
Is that the engineer, or?
Yes, the engineer
Oh.
who doing these drawings.
I mean, I'm just looking where the dotted line is.
So my name is, for the
Yeah.
record, my name is Joseph Codispoti with Codispoti and Associates, 263 Boston Post Road. So, the reason why the pool is placed where it is the amount of ledge to the right, is per the map reference, and we have indication that the ledge kind of runs under by the deck toward the pool. So this was this lot is approximately 2.2 acres. And we're, with the majority, over half of it being wetlands. This is a place that we try to put the pool. We try to move it over to the right, or as you're looking at the plan, to the east. But based on the map references that we found, there's ledge there.
At what depth?
It was surface ledge, but the plans did not fully indicate how deep it was.
Because I would think that'd be the low, right, it'd probably be a low end to deep. Well, I don't know. Like 3.5 feet, and then it goes down to deep end, the other side 8 feet, right? I didn't look at the picture,
Correct.
so it's not that much ledge.
It just it may necessitate either hammering it out
Right.
or, and this was the most, optional spot for the pool to go.
Do you have an elevation in that corner of 1.5 or no? I just don't know how you have to backfill the side or put a sidewalk
Well,
around.
those are actual spot elevations, existing ground, those aren't the final grade elevations for the pool.
Right.
That has not been, we didn't do that, design for the pool. Those are actual ground elevations as they exist right now.
Right, so you can't sink it in the ground, so chances are your top of your pool rim will be 9550. You know what I mean? Usually it's ground level.
That's not unreasonable.
Right. So whereas the 1.5 foot there, you probably have to backfill 1.5 to 2 feet of fill. Oh, is this on? It's on. Huh.
No, you're good. I heard some noise out here.
Oh,
It's,
well, I was gonna say, I thought I had it on.
Right here, did you write
I don't know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, no,
I just don't understand how you can build so close and not backfill it.
yeah, you're 93.76 at 1.9445.
It's probably 1.5 to 2 feet of fill. And then if you put a sidewalk, normally there's a sidewalk around the whole pool.
Yep.
I never saw a pool, they just have,
I could put just grass in that side, but you said it will be a slope, then.
oh, it's gonna be
I agree with you.
it's gonna be a steep slope.
I agree with you.
Because here's the pool, here's the land, 1.5 feet,
Yeah,
2 feet down.
I agree with you.
Normally you don't go like this, you make it
Yeah. You gotta go
gradual. Because you know the
4 to
kid,
6 feet away at
the
least.
kids are gonna run around it. It doesn't matter if it's grass, they're still gonna move. You usually need like at least a 4-foot sidewalk or something. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, if you just moved it. Well, you could rotate it too. If you rotate it, you got plenty of room.
The Cultec was part of the problem for the rotation of that over there.
Well, I think
The
you're saying
original
rotate
place
it
of pro-
this way.
Yeah.
45 away from the house.
Right, it's still 95 up top. If you rotate it, I think it would make the most, and you're gonna be closer to the house. You're not, probably won't get that 12 and a half to hit the setback, but
Well, it's probably gonna be the same where it hits the deck.
I think you're gonna get into the setback.
The deck, the existing deck will be gone. It's done.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you rotated the other corners, it might be still in the same corner, you still might make it.
John?
Yeah, but this is the setback line right there. It'll probably hit the setback line. You just gotta move it over a little bit.
When we put it in that way, it's because hit the corner of the setback, but.
Something like that, you'd be in the corner of the deck. Like, I don't think you'll hit the deck, and then maybe I'll have 10 feet away. If I was a homeowner, I would like a sidewalk all the way around it. Because you know eventually,
Most definitely.
right, I mean, I never saw a pool, you come out of the 8 foot, usually at a ladder there, you gotta come out and go on the grass.
Sure, I know, I understand what
Yeah.
what you're saying, I just try to convince them, but, you know, they have his own ideas about it.
Right.
But I don't think that's, like you say, I think that's just common sense. But if we could change around with spin it around, you think that could be working? Like you say, like a 10 feet away from the setback?
Well, I mean, I didn't do it by scale, but
Yeah, sure.
if you do, it
But
looks
yeah.
like you'll be away from the ledge, because all this, if there's ledge is there, you're going further this way. I just think you'll have 10 feet over here. Then you could do a 4 foot sidewalk and then grass.
It looks to me like it'll work. It looks to me like it might be a little bit closer to the house, that's all. If you had to take some of the deck away.
Well, it's up to the applicant.
Right.
Yeah, that, for me, that's what it is, because they definitely wanna go for this kind of big pool, and, you know, they're looking for doing, and like you say, it's just common sense, and they already changed 3 or 4 times the position of the pool, we back and forth with them 3 or 4 times, trying to make it fit in there.
Right.
Then I don't think that would be a big deal.
Makes the most sense.
What?
Makes most sense in our eyes. Otherwise, you're building an infinity pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand where you come from. Yeah, sure.
You know? Maybe that's the look they were looking for.
Yeah. If it's really wet, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Then if we spin it around and make it fit in that way, and they agreed, you think that will be going through? We could start preparing the plans with him, because that will be the next stage, I imagine. If you approve this, we could start working with the actual plans to be presented.
I mean, it looks like it'll fit with no problem. I think even if you did a sidewalk all the way around, you'll still have probably 10 feet away from the property line. I mean, if you spin it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a ruler, but it looks, by eye, it looks like it'll make it.
Yeah, we could definitely look at that. This is where the homeowner wanted it placed.
Right.
But
So
then
this
you could
is-
draw a sidewalk and let them know.
Understood.
I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know about you guys.
Agreed.
What we could do is leave it open, have them come back, at next month's meeting with revised plans, and either take action on that, or ask for another extension if we still, or ask for an extension if we still need more info, but it sounds like we're gonna need some, adjustment here.
Correct.
Yeah, that's only, I just, a foot and a half away, I don't understand how they could
Absolutely.
build that close and have a level land for them to walk around or whatever.
If we spin it around, is any chance that we could start working, we can wait until the next month, I mean? Just making sure we are at least 10 foot away, even if I have to shrink
No,
the
because
pool a
even,
little
even,
bit.
let's say we were to make a decision tonight and give you some, give you an approval, you would still have to get zoning approval for this as
No, I
well.
understand, but at
So
least
you
we
wouldn't be able
could
to
be one
start-
step closer. No, I don't mean
Yeah.
just starting, but at least we could start with the actual drawings, just making sure we are at least 10 feet away from the wetland. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, for the next meeting, which, again, we meet once a month here, for the next meeting, you would have to prepare new plans. We could take a look at the revised plans, and the commission could make a decision based on what you put in front of them at that meeting.
Is any way that we could make a special meeting like you mentioned a while ago? Because we already missed 2 months right now. Remember, we are going through this for a couple months already.
You went through zoning already, or no?
Well, no, he means they were for receipt, and then now
Oh,
they're
okay,
for study.
okay,
It's
yeah.
just
We missed the
timeframe
last
of-
date for
the applications.
for the last month for 1 day or something like that, and it's not your fault, you know, it's just asking for a little favor.
I'll leave it up to the commission. I mean, I could schedule a special meeting, but I'll leave it up to you whether you wanna consider that.
Well, John's here to make the quorum when he steps out.
So we could do a special meeting, or we could stick with the regularly scheduled meetings, kinda up to the commission on that one.
How long is it gonna take to revise your drawings?
15 minutes?
Right, it's just, you just gotta rotate it, that's it, you know?
Got a scale with you?
We could do it now if you want. I mean, it's not, I mean, if you can make a condition of approval to be a minimum of 10 feet away with the pool and
But do you-
allow a 4-foot
Do you
set.
do you have a scale?
No,
I could run upstairs and get one.
Well, 'cause I got one in my car too, but if you have a scale,
Let me run upstairs.
let's do this, how about if you draw it in?
Okay.
We'll do the other applicant,
okay,
and then we'll go back.
that's fine
And
by
then
me.
just, and then you could
That's
tell us.
what I was gonna suggest.
Then you could
That's
tell
great.
us the dimensions that you'll have,
That's a great
because I
idea.
don't have a scale on me, but you guys could do it.
Saves you the month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just draw it in with the scale and just tell us how much the distance is. It really doesn't change anything, it just, they're just rotating.
Just
it.
rotating, right.
Okay. So, when Jack comes back, we could go, do the next one.
Yep.
Hope he has 10 feet. One foot. Was he doing both?
Yes.
Oh. So he can't draw it. I was gonna say, how's he gonna draw it? Well, I didn't know he was doing both. I didn't look at the name of the,
We're still on the air.
yeah.
Proceed. All right. We're going to table 20 Hedgefield Court to make some revisions to the architectural engineer. For property known as 84 Chelsea Court, submitted by Perfetto Construction LLC to construct an addition on the existing dwelling and install an in-ground pool in the upland review area. Are you 1'5" away? And Bill Perfetto is going to recuse himself from this section of the meeting, as he is the applicant. Don't go far. We need you back.
It's hard to make you get up.
Don't run, though.
again, good evening. My name is Joe Codaspoti with Codaspoti and Associates, representing 84 Chelsea Court. This is a lot in the subdivision, actually, that my dad did back in the 80s, but this is a proposed addition to an existing structure. If you take a look at the lot, it is about 6 acres. Again, like the previous application, this one is about 5 acres of wetlands, maybe even a little bit more. Right now, there's an existing house. What we're proposing is adding an addition to the rear of the property. You can see that on the plan, the shaded areas. And then the homeowner would also like to install a proposed pool. What we are proposing is to install, as you could see, the grades would necessitate to build a retaining wall. So we can install a pool that's not quite been sized yet, but we're asking to be 10 feet away with a retaining wall from the existing wetland line that was delineated some time ago. So the proposed addition is further away than the retaining wall. We do have to finalize all things with the sanitarian to make sure he's satisfied with the pool location. So the pool dimensions may change based on his comments. But again, we're proposing to be no more than 10 feet away from the existing wetlands line that was on the land records. Otherwise, there's no other significant changes besides the two proposed additions and the retaining wall with the in-ground pool. We did look at alternatives, but as you can see, this site is, we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, to lack of a better expression. We have the septic that we have to contend with and the wetlands. So while this is a 6-acre site, it's a little bit constrained, to say the least, by what we have.
But the difference with this one, where your retaining wall is, you have space for a sidewalk all the way around.
Correct,
Right.
correct. That's what we want to put in.
It's
Right.
not slammed against the wall.
So in discussing this with my client, that's what they wanted, is about 4 feet of pavers or some sort of
Right.
walking area around the pool.
The roof drain, do we put those in infiltrators now, or do we, don't we know?
On new houses we do, for additions, we usually allow them to tie
Oh,
into
that's what it is?
existing gutters, yeah.
Oh, for additions, you still?
For additions, right. If it was new construction, ground up, empty lot, we would ask for underground retention.
Okay. We're just gonna make sure you put a screen or something at the end of the roof drain.
Yes, actually, there is one there now.
Oh.
There is a roof drain, and there is I'll say there is a screen on it. How well it's functioning is, that should be replaced.
It just looks like it's new to the new addition.
No, that's an existing roof drain.
Okay.
That's where it comes up.
And they will have to answer that on the zoning application as well, if they were to receive an approval tonight.
So he doesn't have any sign-offs from the engineer, except,
He does.
He does?
Engineer, the only person was the sanitarian who let me know yesterday, just because they were a couple feet too close to the leaching fields.
kidney-shaped pool. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wouldn't be the first one.
It gives some more feet.
Yeah.
I don't have any other questions.
Anyone else have anything?
I can make a proposal to approve the plan as drawn. If anything, with the septic, it might get smaller, but,
To maintain the distance from the wetland boundary as we see
Yeah,
here.
the 10-foot that's on the plan for the retaining wall. I make a motion to approve as submitted.
I have a motion, do I have a second? I have a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstained, so moved.
Come on back, Bill.
Bill, if you would unrecuse
on
yourself
back
and
here.
come on back in.
Need extra plan?
Yeah, we can take a brief recess if that helps. Give you some time?
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
I guess they're redoing it too. Here, I'll give you the original though.
It's gotta be inside of it.
Jack, should I give this to you so you can submit it to the record?
Yeah, well, like, we can, I'll take it after, I would just.
Yeah,
give everybody
you could
an
put
op-
it
So maybe put it up there or clip
on-
it. if we could.
I could clip it. Just give me-
We could submit it to the record at the end.
You put it on the window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Joe, if you wouldn't mind, you could just throw it on the windowsill.
Oh,
It
sure,
might-
do
Might be a
windows.
little easier for everybody to see.
Sure.
Yeah, the camera picks it up.
Yeah.
So I tried to shade it a little bit. So, so per the suggestion, we rotated the pool 90 degrees. Right now, it's 12 feet away from the wetland area. If you put in a 4-foot sidewalk, 8 feet from the wetland area as we scale it. That's scaling it, I haven't
Right.
drawn it, but it's, say, 7, 8 feet away from the wetland, with a sidewalk, 12 feet away. A 25 by 45-foot dimension pool would be 12 feet away from the wetlands as it was delineated.
I assume the spa is inside the pool.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I don't see a notch.
We changed a little bit back and forth, that's what I don't put inside the drawing.
Yeah, we gotta, if you, we gotta just pick you up on
Talk
the
on the
mic.
mic.
I'm sorry, yes, it's supposed to be inside in the pool, but you know, with the changes back and forth.
Right,
we
so the
put it
spa
inside.
is inside the pool.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Well, 12 feet is good.
And 8 is the minimum with, if they decide to add a sidewalk. As long as
Right.
we include that in the
Well, they could
record.
do whatever, they could do a 3-foot, 4-foot, whatever sidewalk.
As long as we meet that, again, just because we did it now, we should put a, kind of a hard number on what that final distance should be from that line, whether it's 7 feet, 8
Max
feet.
4 feet sidewalk is good? I mean, normally they're smaller on the pool anyways. They're not large.
I don't have a problem with that.
No.
So minimum distance from that wetland line would be 8 feet.
8 feet, right. So if you wanted a smaller sidewalk, you could do it if they don't want a big one, you know? Because sometimes they do larger ones on one side and smaller
Correct,
ones.
correct. Like, yeah, because we can go on the east side.
Or whatever, you know, but the max, or you minimum of 8 feet from the boundary.
Okay.
Any other concerns? No?
No? Any other discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the new drawing, and as said, there'll be a minimum of 8 feet to the wetlands. On that side, I mean, you can move it around after, but that's fine.
To the sidewalk? No.
The sidewalk, yeah, the sidewalk, yeah.
All right, a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstained, so moved.
Good luck.
And both of these will obviously include standard conditions of approval, S&E controls, things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep that copy, if you don't mind.
I think that's it. I guess I can make a motion to adjourn, right?
Unless somebody has something else. Now's your
Public
chance.
hearings, we have nothing, so we'd be looking for a motion to adjourn. Do I have that?
Can I ask
Certainly.
a question? Is there any way possible we could change it from Tuesday night, the meeting?
To when?
I don't care. It could be any other night of the week, but every single Tuesday I have commitments. And it always seems that when we have a meeting, we have a monthly and the executive board and all that. I'm at that.
I think it would have to go through the Board of Selectmen if we change the nights. I can look into it. Obviously, it's also up to the other commissioners. I don't know
Right.
Yeah, I'm not looking for any change.
Yeah,
If I have to, I'll have to.
if,
Because Wednesday night's oh, we adjourned, so who did he cut us off?
Did we adjourn? Oh, we didn't adjourn yet. Oh,
I don't think we.
No,
I
we
don't
didn't
think
adjourn.
voted.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't adjourn, so
I
we're
make,
still.
I'll make a motion to adjourn,
Well,
then we can talk.
let's discuss it on the record right now.
Okay.
Or while we're live. We could change the night. It would kind of have to be a group decision of what other night would work best. I mean, I think Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays are really I guess we could do Mondays. I'm just trying to think of when other boards already have this room.
Right, you have to make
That's what you
sure
have to
it's
find
empty.
out.
Right,
Right.
so, and we're all, it's kind of like dominoes here, where a lot of the other days of the week and different,
Yeah, I don't
you know,
wanna change
times of the month,
everybody's
other
life
people
just
have
for
this.
me, But it just,
yeah.
I mean, every year at our banquet falls on Tuesday that we have a meeting, and it just,
Well, how about this? How about I send out an email tomorrow to everybody,
Find out what day is free.
just gauge interest of what, yeah, find out what day's free here.
All right.
I'll put it in front of people. If it's too much trouble, then we'll keep it here. If we do want to switch the day, then I'll kind of look into the process of, you know, what we would do to switch that day.
Because aren't the
of week.
selectmen here on Wednesday nights?
Selectmen is Wednesday. Most other commissions are Tuesday. I think,
There's something else on Monday that meets in
I
here,
was
though.
gonna say, I think there's some, I would really have to look into it. There's just too many commissions, honestly. There's so many that go around. And all of them meet different days of the week, different
Right.
months, or different weeks of the month.
All right.
Yeah, so it might be, I'll gauge availability, see what time we would actually be able to do it, and then let everybody know. And then maybe we could kind of see what works for everybody, and then start the process to switch that. We would have to amend the bylaws as well, because I think
I
it
don't like, I
specifies.
don't like missing stuff, but if I have to make a decision the other way, then I may have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's- If there's a way around it. that's-
Understood.
Yeah,
Fair enough. But he's got to do some homework.
yeah, I
He
gotta,
doesn't do anything during the week anyway.
all right, so I'll look into that. I think we're ready to adjourn if somebody wants to make a
Do you have
motion.
a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to
Make a
adjourn.
motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We don't need a second.
You need a second first.
Yeah,
Do we need a
somebody-
second?
I think I heard Bill second it.
Yep.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.